Doing a lot better. Thanks for asking. Getting an MRI today just to kind of reevaluate, see how it's looking, and kind of figure out the next plans based off that.
TJ, how are you kind of viewing the future and what's in store for you?
I feel pretty good. I was dealing with the injury, but I was, practicing, getting ready to play. Then kind of like tweaked it again, so that's really what made me shut it down because there was no point to trying to mess with that injury. So my main goal is just to really just get back to 100% so I can work out and run and do everything I need to. Then just take it from there.
Do you plan on playing this year? Are you still deciding? Or?
No, I don't have any thoughts about retiring or anything. So my main focus is just to make sure I'm 100% on the field and off the field.
How do you just look back and look at this year and kind of put it into words from your perspective?
You can look at it a lot of ways. Depending, where you want to start. We didn't get off to a great start. We felt good second week coming in. Then, the story kind of unfolded. But at the end of the day, when we step out on the field as players, we have to control what we could control. It was times where we were in football games and, we couldn't get off the field or, we weren't disciplined enough to, execute. And, that's what it's going to come down to, guys playing hard, which I feel like we always try to do. Playing with our heart, which I feel like we try to do, but when it came down to a lot of the close games, this past year and last year, and just thinking back on all the close games that we had, at the end of the day, the disciplined team is going to win, and that's what we fell short a lot.
What can you pinpoint in terms of what it's going to take to get the defense back to where you guys want to be?
At the end of the day, we finished, I believe, top 5, which is good. But the great defenses are playing in the playoffs. We can be as good as we want to be in the regular season. We can set records and do all kind of things. But the defenses that are going to make differences are the ones that's playing in the playoffs. So we just have to make sure as a team we are doing things the right way every day, figuring out a mission, a plan, or a process. Whatever word you want to call it, but having that model for the team and for everybody as a player and coach and living and dying by it. It's not going to work every time. We're not going to win every time. Every victory and loss is not going to be pretty, but if we believe in that system and if we believe in the taking the right steps to do that every single week, no matter the win or loss, then I think that's going to be the right way for us to get to where we want to be.
CJ, with your age and cap number, and of course there'll be a new regime coming in, what do you think the future holds with you with regard to being here next year?
I don't know. That's part of the business. That's one thing. I don't think about the business till it's time to think about it. So, but for me not to really think about that future, I just worry about me just getting healthy. So, I can't really say where I want to play or have any say so about being on the football field if I'm not healthy. So I think that's the most important part.
Regard to the season, looking back on it, how much do you think ownership making the coaching change do you think it impacted the team over the course of the season in a negative fashion?
If you want to look at the record, a lot of people would say that, but maybe it's something that had to be done. We don't know. We don't make those decisions. Obviously, it's going to have some type of effect because the coaching staff has been with Coach Sala for a long time. The team, we've all grown with Coach Sala, so obviously him not being there is going to take some part of our foundation that we laid out the past 2 years away. But we have to give credit to Coach Brick as well. He came in, did a great job. He held us together. He took accountability. He did everything in his power that he could. So this year was a crazy year for us, but it's not much we can do. Like I said, it comes to a certain point where we have to control what we control as players and coaches, and that's trying to put us all in the right position to win games, and obviously the players doing their part on the field to execute.
CJ, what do you think this team needs in its next head coach?
I think what I just mentioned before, a coach that that has the leadership ability, the coach that's established, but also a coach that's going to pretty much demand a certain way of football. And you don't have to like it, you don't have to be best friends, but you have to respect the way that it's going to work, and just know and believe that if we believe in that system and do it the right way, as much as possible that at some point it's going to work.
What is your desire to stay here and try to see this through, since you have not tasted winning here?
I really won't know. It's all going to depend on who's in the building. It might be a whole new set of coaches.
You want to be here, though, and not necessarily you don't know, obviously, but nobody knows. But
yeah,
what's your desire personally?
I would like to still be a New York Jet, but like I said, the future will determine that, and also, my health will determine that.